Jean. Sikugabo Yohani. Kasiani Oko Kadendege.
These 5 men are Hutus. They're on trial in this Gacaca court for their part in the 1994 Rwandan genocide that almost destroyed the country. Over 800,000 people were killed, mainly from the Tutsi tribe, who the Hutus set out to destroy in 100 days of fighting, bloodshed, and ethnic cleansing. The Gacaca courts are based on the traditional way the people of Rwanda settled village disputes. The courts are normally held outdoors, so the whole community can attend. The judges have been trained in how to run each court session and have wide-ranging powers.
Well, actually the Gacaca courts have, they have a lot of authority, they have a lot of powers, because like you see, that group of local judges, if for example they are not satisfied with the explanations that those people who are accused are giving, they may decide and say, well, for you, Jean Paul, as the name was being mentioned, we are not satisfied with your explanations, and so we are sending it to prison for 35 years.
The Gacaca courts are a key strategy in dealing with the aftermath of the Rwandan genocide. When the attack started, many Tutsis sought refuge in churches, thinking they would be safe. The tragedy that is remembered in this church today is that Hutu priests allowed the Hutu militia to enter their churches by force and slaughter those seeking refuge inside by the thousands. In this church, more than 6,000 men, women, and children were killed by the cruelest of methods. There are many sites like this one in Rwanda, all now memorials with the bones, clothing, and possessions of those killed here, left as a reminder of never again. The terrible legacy of the genocide is the driver behind the country's focus on reconciliation and unity. The government has made this focus a top priority. That the people of Rwanda are dealing directly with the aftermath of the genocide is a tribute to the country's leadership and commitment to build a better future. Music and dance play an important part in this process. This group of Rwandan dancers and singers are part of a reconciliation project developed by Bible Society New South Wales together with African Enterprise. Working with the support of the Rwandan government, Bible Society and African Enterprise are helping to bring about reconciliation through a Bible-based program run in primary schools. Using 2 specially prepared texts based on the Genesis stories of Adam and Eve and Jacob and his brothers, the children learn the biblical principles behind the concept of reconciliation. Whilst the students have no living memory of the genocide, they've heard about it from their parents, and in many cases tell their parents that they don't want to be like them. They want to live in peace with their fellow Rwandans, no matter which tribe they belong to. Although only in its beginning phase, the project has already made an impact, as John Kalenzi from African Enterprise explains.
So when they come together as 3 ethnic groups and sing together and compose songs together and do some music and some drama together, that's one way of bridging the gap between the Tutsis and the Hutus.
An important part of the project is the training of pastors, who in turn teach the reconciliation theme to their congregations. This seminar is also looking at the story of Jacob in the Old Testament book of Genesis, and how this example can be related to the aftermath of the Rwandan genocide. Another lecture looks at the Easter story and how this is also an example of reconciliation, as Christ's death reconciled us with God. Children are Rwanda's hope for a better future. And before the accused are brought to trial at the Gacaca courts, a local school presents dance, music, and drama on the reconciliation theme. Often, the students reenact the events of the genocide and its impact on victims' families and the community. Their presentations at the court focus on what they have learnt at school, that no matter what a person's ethnic background or social standing, they are all part of the Rwandan community. A community that needs to hear the Bible message of reconciliation if it is to have a peaceful future.